Da, 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 da. Like and subscribe. It's free.
Use your tiny hands.
Ding, 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 ding.
Use your tiny hands.
And if you don't like the show, make sure you hit the dislike button twice.
There you go. You can double dislike it, and then it won't. Yes, it will be okay. Yes.
Is that like
Welcome,
is that like a double scoop of ice cream? Is it like the
Could
same
be.
kind of thing? Yeah.
Could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
Welcome to all of you that have been here waiting for us. We're glad you're all here. And look, I've got my friends Kelly from DznCats and dear Gerald from Tarotstache. Yes, DznCats. And today we are doing a reiteration of rock, paper, scissors. We did that. Kel and I did that, a couple months ago, right, Kel?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And Gerald thought it was a cool idea too. So we said, come on down. Yay. You're the next contestant.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
your questions today will be answered is rock, paper, scissors. Remember the old game? Mm-hmm. We have rock, we have paper is flat, right? And scissors. So the rock is what your issue is. The paper is what's covering that issue, what is being hidden. And the scissors tell you what you need to cut out in order to make that issue go bye-bye or whatever. Yeah.
Now I have a question, Allie. Will we do like one card each? Or do we want to do all three cards each?
We could do one each. That would be whatever you want. Yeah. We have
the eyeballs on the bottom of Gerald's cup. That's so cute. Gerald, show that again. I love it.
Oh my. Did you hear about what the grandmother did? There was a grandmother that went into a store and put eyes on a whole bunch of things just to make people happy. I know.
I love it.
I know. It is cool. It is. So we have Viviani and we have Lisa, Kindness and Light, Lisa, Nehemiah, Flora, Linda Day Gonzalez. Who else is here? Seascape is here. And I thought I saw Wayne Rich somewhere.
I did see Wayne.
And Emmy J and Nancy Vasquez. And yeah, there you go. Thank you all for being here. We love having you.
Seascape, Beverly, yes. Wow.
Oh my. Wow. And Beverly, yes. Sneaking in. Yeah. We love it. Thank you so much for all being here today. So yes, Kel and I had a lot of fun with these cards, and I guess we will read it so that we'll figure out what the issue is first, and then we'll look at what's covering that issue, and then we'll read the last one for you. So if you want to put up that you just want a reading, you really don't have to ask any questions because the issue will tell us what it is. Yeah. So it's like the unknown comic or the unknown question.
It is the ultimate reader test is what's happening.
It is, yes. The pressure is on.
I'm trying to find if I actually have close by a brown paper bag so I can cut out holes and do the
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Don't do that. We want to see your lovely face. Don't do that. Don't cover yourself up.
Oh, come on, you could have a mustache on the brown bag too.
I could, but then that might give it away.
That might give it away.
Hi, Hershey.
Oh, hi, Hershey. You know, Hershey was on with Thomas Tarot Your Way, and she did such a great job, honestly. And I know that Lisa also was on. How did it go, Lisa? I wasn't able to get there, and I'm sorry I wasn't. But Lisa, Kindness and Light. Yeah, absolutely.
I popped on with her. It was fine.
Oh, did you?
Yep,
cool.
She was fine.
Great.
I have Hershey joining me at the end of the month for Achieving Wellness to do some shadow readings and to have a discussion about like shadow work and stuff. So looking forward to that. Promise is joining me next week. And I will hook up with Lisa because I have a request from Lisa and also from Michelle Shining Light. So,
excellent. And I'd like you guys also to check out Earth Spirit, who I had on yesterday. Very intuitive woman. John Lennon is one of her guides. And she didn't know this about me, but she told me that Freddie Mercury had been at her house all weekend
Oh well.
in her world, and then she finds out that he's one of my guides. So isn't that
Oh, I
always?
love it.
I know.
Molly
So
also
good.
posted a question at 4 after.
Okay. All right.
I'm
And
trying to
hi,
help.
Marina. Nice to see you, Marina. Yeah. Okay. So Polly. Yep. I got Polly. Yes. Oh, Flora, you subscribed. That's great. I'm glad to hear it. Yes.
Hey.
Oh, I'm glad you guys liked her. She was very cool. She really was. She's very, she's not well known yet, which is fine.
Yep.
You know how we all have notoriety after a period of time.
You got to start somewhere, friends. You got to
Got
start
to
somewhere.
start somewhere.
Notoriety. Say more about that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what that is.
No, I know it.
You know, I need 20 subscribers to get to 1,000, and you know, like it's like a personal milestone. I've literally been sitting there for 3 months. You know,
I don't
up,
like that.
down, going up, going down, going up, going down, and you know, I don't like it because it's like a personal milestone that I would be happy to achieve and to celebrate, but at the same time, it puts a little bit of doubt in your head because you can't seem to get there. Like, you know, are you not doing the right thing, or you know, you're not resonating with people, whatever. And then you do a show like at this show, or like with Gerald, or by myself, and you know, you have the most lovely comments, and you have like a fantastic interaction in the chat, and you know, it sort of brings it all into perspective when it's like, you know, I'll get there when I'm supposed to get there, but just enjoy the journey.
I know. I do know. It's stressful. I think that's the word I want to say. It's not that you've got the people that want to listen to what you have to say or like your shows, and they see them whenever they can. But when they go up and then they go down, you're like, what's it? Where is it? And a lot of it, honestly, and I don't like it anymore. There's some trolls that they sort of get rid of, and that we don't really want in our place. So yeah. All right, so let me tell you who I do. I have Seascape, I have a Light Worker, Emmy J, Nancy Flora, Polly, Star Midnight, and Lisa Niedermeyer. I think, unless there's anybody that came on and asked again. Hi, Chris M. Nice to see you too. I didn't say hello to you.
I see Esther as well, Esther G.
Oh, Esther's here? Wonderful. Emmy J, just subscribe to your channel, Gerald.
Thank you.
And Jamie subbed to everybody. Thank you, everybody. That's so nice. It really makes a difference. We know you can't watch everything. We just know you can't. But you know, when you do come by, even if it's just a couple of times a month or maybe once a month, it doesn't matter. It's just that it's free, and it helps us out a great deal. Yeah.
And that's why there's playback. And one of the benefits of playback is you can change the playback speed.
True. That's true. You can zip right through it if you want
to. I've never actually done that before, but
I do it all the time because there's so much good stuff out there.
Yeah,
sure.
At any given moment, I probably have like 100 videos, like 100 notifications waiting for me to watch.
I know.
I look at that number and get overwhelmed and go like, I can't. I don't have. How do I?
No, but you're helping them out, and so that's the other thing you can do is if there happens to be a you see that we have already done one. You could just put an emoji on it or say thank you, and that helps us too. So
100% it does.
Thank you so much. Hi, Libra lady.
Hey, Libra.
All right, you need prayers for cardiac issue. Okay, honey, you got those prayers. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry that's going on for you. We all send you lots of love and light, and I hope it all turns out fine, dear. Well, it's certainly holding you in our hands. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's start doing some readings here. We got Seascape up here first. So I guess we can pull our 3 cards, but we just will read them one at a time as we go around. Is that what's going on? Hi, Keela. Yeah. Christine Brooks. Hi.
It's your show.
It's my show. But you know that I'm not bossy, so. Not that you are.
Well, no, I'm just kidding.
All right. Ooh, all right. Well, this is interesting.
Well, I was live earlier today, and they kept commenting that in my living room I was having orbs flying behind me by my and Thomas was kind enough, Tarot Your Way was kind enough. He was in the chat and put the time in there. So
Yes.
when this is over, I will be going back to watch my own video, which I don't do very often, to specifically look for orbs because it's been timestamped for me. It's very, very helpful.
Sure it is. Sure it is. That's
Ooh.
awesome.
Linda says you can be bossy, Gerald. No.
In a sassy sort of way.
I know not of what you speak.
Remember, Gerald was a librarian and he had to tell everybody to be quiet. So,
Go over there and be loud. Anyhow.
yeah, really. Go outside. All right. What did you pull for the first card?
This card. Oh, sorry. Do you want us to do here?
All right. I got the Knight of Cups.
All right. Knight of
Which-
Cups. You got flow?
Hello.
And I'm thinking with the Knight of Cups is maybe it could be that someone is being a bit forward with their energy.
Okay. Okay. That might be the issue. All right.
That could be the
Kel?
issue.
And you got flow?
Yeah, I
Right.
got flow. You know, I mean, it's the thing that we all try to strive to achieve, and it's probably something that we all put too much focus on. Why we can't get that flow.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, if we don't overthink it, I think it comes a little easier to us, right? And it helps with everything to realign it.
Sure. I got freedom. So I'm wondering if you'd like to be free to flow and not have this bossy person here telling you what to do or whatever it is. What did you say about him? I'm sorry, Gerald.
He just may be being too forward, too emotional.
Too forward. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so, yeah. Work for the freedom. All right. So the paper is what's covering that issue. All right.
You wanna
You've
go
got
first,
the
Kelly?
Ace of Pentacles, surrender outdated beliefs. I got courage. Who wants to say anything about these three cards?
I think what's covering things is it could be that it's a small thing in plain sight.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
It feels like not necessarily fear, but like hiding behind something for fear of trying to move forward, right? Like not
Okay.
stuck, but hiding behind something.
Hiding behind something. Okay. And I say, this is actually you can't really see it, but it's a lion and it's asking you to find your courage to move that out of the way for you.
You
Wow.
have the courage to actually see what's going on.
See what's going on. Yeah.
Can I read the message on the bottom
Speak
of the
through
card?
speak through your fingers. Yes, of course,
Right.
Kel.
Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life, which is interesting because you had freedom, you had courage, and I had the flow, and Gerald had the opportunity, sort of there, asking you to step forward. Do you know what I mean?
Step forward. Yes. Yep. Have courage.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. All right. And what needs to be cut out for Seascape? Ooh, the truth. Ooh.
I got the page of rods.
Expect the unexpected is what I have. Ooh.
Beautiful.
Okay. So, the page of rods. I'm not good with pages. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't lose your temper. Don't be too juvenile with your energy. Take a pause and deal with it carefully.
Okay.
So this truth card, like when I look at the other three cards that I have, and then in combination with the three cards that we pulled, this is not necessarily about standing in your truth. This is about like knowing what your truth is and allowing that to be your guide. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's owning your truth, not really standing in it. It's just the way I feel about it.
All right. And if you do, you can expect the unexpected.
Well, it's opening you up to the
the
opportunity, right?
What's beyond what you're seeing. Yeah. Is this too awkward? Should we do them three at a time? I mean, it's up to you. I don't know if this is too awkward.
Is this not
away.
working for you, or
No, it's just I didn't know. I want to make sure it's working for you too.
it's working
it?
for me?
Okay.
I'm
All
good
right.
with whatever you want.
That's fine. All right. So Seascape, I hope that helps. We do have that subconscious mind, that deep, and sometimes we don't even realize what it is we're dealing with. And so
Mhm.
that's what this whole thing is about.
Yeah.
And so there you go. All right. So the next one we have is a light worker. And we're going to pull 3 cards for you. Today we're doing the rock, paper, and scissors. Are you being put in the corner, Gerald? Hilda wants to know.
Well, I have good company. I have my knight in shining armor to protect me. It's all good.
And Jane says we're 2 cards short of a deck. Oh, I love it. All right.
There you go. That's Wayne.
Oh, hi, Ziggy B. Well, thank you. All right, we'll put you on the list. Thank you for being here. All right. I have to marinate in your reading for a while. Yes, that was kind of a complicated read for you, Seascape. But I guess you can go back and listen to it if
There
you
you
feel. Oh, gosh. All right. So we have rock, paper, scissors. All right. Here we go. Go ahead, Gerald. What do you got? Ooh, judgment. Ooh. Okay.
Do you want me to read on it, or you want me to wait?
Yeah, tell us what it means to you.
I think a light worker, I think one of the issues is you could be judging things a bit too early or a bit too harshly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds right.
That.
Kel, what you got? The bear.
Which is you are the light, which, I mean, you can't make that up. Look at your name.
No. Yeah.
The message on this card says that it is safe it is safe to step fully into your light. And so to Gerald's point, you got to trust yourself and just own it. Be open to allowing the process to happen naturally rather than trying to guide it somewhere, because that's not really how that works. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
If we're talking about like your spiritual sort of connection, we'll call it, or your spiritual journey. I don't know what all the hand movements are. I'm not trying to land a plane. I don't know what I'm doing over here, but anyhow, sorry.
I'll just use my tiny hands and make this.
You get so expressive with your tiny hands. Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
There you go.
So talking about hands, I don't know why she would feel like she has blood on her hands, but it goes along with the judgment card really well. In other words, it could be that you are feeling that way, that you're being too harsh. And I think it's yourself. You're judging yourself too harshly, because no, you're doing really, really well. And yeah, that's what I get. All right.
There you go.
Okay, what's the
I feel like nurturing somehow, like nurturing your body, the nourishment. There's something that you're like sort of depriving from yourself that you need to sort of replenish.
Yeah, there you go. Self-care. All right. So what is the paper? The paper is what is covering it.
Covering the issue is the 2 of coins, or 2 of pentacles. You're so busy trying to balance things, and it's distracting you from the issue.
Yep.
So it might be time to put a plate or 2 down.
Isn't that funny? Because what do I get but the circus? It's like this, just too much going on. Life is a circus. And what do you got, Kelly?
I got the sea turtle, which is conservation, and the message is make conscious choices. So yeah, right. Make conscious choices, so you're not like spreading yourself too thin and overdoing it, and trying to do all things at all times. Right?
Yeah. Yep. I get it. So the scissors, what needs to be cut out?
2 of rods. What needs to be cut out is focus your attention on one thing instead of looking at all of the options.
Mm-hmm.
because it's overwhelming. I
It
got
is.
2 2s though, so
Yeah, you did.
there's this thing going on.
There is.
So
Okay.
Quincy is wanting to be a part of this reading. I'm very interested in this.
Squirrel!
Right? That's why, because it's a squirrel. I mean, that's just funny in itself.
I know.
It says spiritual maintenance, be your own caretaker. I don't want to be offensive or rude when I say this, so I hope it doesn't come across that way. But this is really about, I think, based on my cards, this is about getting out of your own way and just like learning to trust in the process, right? Mm-hmm. Enjoy the beauty of the journey.
Take what you can and throw it into the fire that you can get rid of. A purge is necessary, whether that be a purge in emotions or a purge in that extra stuff that's out there that you need to move away from. And remember to take care of yourself when you do all of this. So yeah, I think they really complemented each other on this reading. I really do.
We have some really fun comments being put into the chat. Wiki says, gather your nuts. Someone had asked before that they would like a Dwayne Johnson paper scissors reading.
That's good, Chris.
I love it.
Yes. Thank you for being crazy like we are, because we love crazy. We do.
I'm not crazy. I'm
creative. We love creative.
Honey, they didn't call you crazy. No. Don't
All right.
Cover your little ears, Quincy. You weren't called crazy. You're okay, sweetheart.
Emmy J wants a reading. Emmy J. Mary Ellen. All right.
And a light worker said, thank you so much. Not rude at all, but food for thought. Good.
Blessings, my friend.
Okay. Yeah. Last thing we want to be is rude.
Hilda says that, Gerald, you're in great company. Thanks, Hilda.
Yeah. All right. If you've got it, Gerald, go ahead. You got it, flaunt it.
So the rock is, are you getting enough time to daydream a little bit? This is the 4 of Cups. And it feels like you may be, for lack of a better word, things are just not going. And it may be time for you to mix things up a little bit, go outside, actually sit under a tree, have a cup of something outside. So I'm wondering about the balancing of your emotions and if you have enough time to explore them.
Okay. Wow. Well, yeah, because what I'm seeing is you're devoted to something, and maybe you're spending too much time with that devotion to that one thing. Maybe it's, depending on what it is, if it's something in the physical world, again, it's the balance idea. Yeah. So it's gotta be balanced. Yeah.
Sorry, Quincy's trying to eat the card. I've got the wisdom, the Wizard of the Woods and focus.
Oh, okay. Yep.
There's not much to be said about that, focus.
Yep.
Oh, and
that fits nicely with what we've said. Yeah. Good.
Sorry, Quincy's literally pawing the card. Do you think do you want your own YouTube channel?
I know. I think so.
This is Allie's channel. Oh, and there you go. This is Allie's channel. Okay,
all right. What's covering the issue, Gerald?
Covering the issue is the 10 of Cups. So we have the 4 of Cups matched, covered by the 10 of Cups, which suggests to me, makes me wonder about, are you feeling like you have to feel a certain way because that's the way it's always been, or that's what's expected of you? Yeah. And guess what? You don't have to feel that way because that's right. What everybody expects of you. You get to feel your way.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I've got letting go. Sorry. I'm going to have to deal with this cat in a minute. This is, letting go, like allow yourself to believe that you can do whatever, no limitations. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Even if you're feeling like an angsty teen or you have one around you that's driving you crazy, because we can all be that way at times, you know?
Yep.
We can be. So we've got to take a look at that. Yes. Yes. All right. And finally, what needs to be cut out in order for Emmy J to feel, ooh.
The 3 of rods. Stop planning and do it. The 3 of rods is the card of planning. You've planned long enough. Go ahead.
Go ahead and go. Yeah. Wow.
I've got mystery. And what I feel about this is that, you know, when you second guess stuff, third guess, fourth guess it, you have a tendency sometimes to create this like sort of idyllic scenario, right, for yourself, and then you try to go around that or along that imaginary timeline to get to that spectacular outcome that you've created. And I don't know that people do that like intentionally all the time, but if you're not focused on the journey and you're paying attention to the outcome, you're going to miss bits along the way that could really be helpful in terms of helping you to focus more on what the goal is, right?
Wow. Focus on the journey, not the destination.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
What Allie said.
Perfect segue, Ken. Perfect segue. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Cut out the idea of anything but. All right. So Nancy asked, she said she'd like to start a business for her birthday in August, but is too scared to. So, okay, we'll try to answer that with the rock, paper, scissors, Nancy.
And
that can be hard. I know. I've done it, and some have been successful and some haven't. So, yeah. What have I got? Wow.
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Gerald. Ooh.
9 of cups. So the issue is this going to make you happy? That's a core thing. So, and that's a careful thing to consider, especially it's going to be a lot of work when you start something new up.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So there you go.
Yep.
I promise, Nancy, my cards make sense if it all together, and they're amazing all together.
Mine are too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have the 10 of Wands.
Okay.
So, you know, this is the preparation, right? You're
Preparation.
whatever you've been doing or making plans to sort of like start anew, right? This is literally like you're moving on up, sort of idea, right?
Yes. Because you are, the field of dreams is there. Build it and they will come. Build it and they will come. Oh my God. Beautiful.
So
beautiful, beautiful. All right. So what is the issue that's covering Nancy?
Is there someone who is trying to tell you how to do it? You know, do you have a mentor who is being too pushy and is not hearing what you're saying? Because I think this is the helpful and energetic person, but their energy is different than yours.
Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness.
I've got the Fool here.
Oh.
Now, this is an oracle card, it's not a tarot card, but the Fool says, have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous.
Yeah.
Now,
Perfect.
that is an issue for a lot of people, right?
It is.
Stepping forward and embracing the change.
It's not going to be a sad embrace, however. But it could be that person is making you sad because they're bringing you down about it. They're, oh, well, you know, you could do this, you do that.
The
Yep.
mansplainer.
Yeah. I had the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which isn't part of the reading, but like that's the control, right? Like you're trying to navigate this, like, you know, is it okay for me to do what I want, or do I need to do what everybody else wants me to do first?
Yeah.
So,
all right. What needs to be cut out?
What needs to be cut out is the expectation of great success and world renowned. Change the expectations to something a bit more realistic.
Okay. That sounds good.
I got 2 full cards, like, so 1 tarot, 1 oracle,
Oh.
which that's why I said like my cards are awesome.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
you know, when you step forward on a new adventure, you're taking a risk, right? And so
Yep.
you want to take the risk, but you're afraid to take the risk. And I
She
think
says
what you need to cut out, or sorry, what is the category that we're on?
What we need to cut out.
What needs to be cut out is the fear of embarking on this new journey and sort of owning the journey wholeheartedly, like believing in the journey, right?
Mm-hmm. And I got the education needs to be cut out. In other words, spend time learning about what you need to do. And once you feel comfortable with what you need to do as far as taxes and inventory and all the other things that you're going to do with your business, then you will feel a lot better about it. You will, I think.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow.
Thanks.
I thought my 3 were really good, just like yours, Kel. That's excellent.
Mine were right too.
You were right too. Yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Oh my God, Wayne.
Linda says, holy moly, you guys are freaking magical with this reading.
And Hilda's asking Wayne what he's going to have for dinner. And that makes me hungry, Hilda. Oh my God.
All right. When my doorbell goes off, Wayne, I thank you in advance, and I will be going to have some.
All right. So we got Flora here, and she would love a reading as well. Thanks, Flora. How are you, dear? I hope you are well.
You're welcome, Nancy. Flora.
Yeah. Let's see what I can get for Flora.
Sorry, that sounded horrible.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Snidely Whiplash. Yes.
Cat, so. All right. So the issue is there have been a whole lot of changes going on. This is the Tower. They have been big changes. They're happening all at once.
Uh-huh.
So they've been going on all at once. So that's the issue. It's been one thing right after another.
After another.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I got the same thing because I have here, Flora, balance is necessary. Get yourself on that balance board. And yeah, too many things, balance is necessary.
Yeah.
Kel?
Sorry, I decided to use one of my absolute favorite tarot decks, but I apologize. I don't know Spanish, so I had to look up because, of course, 2 of the cards came up that I don't know. I don't know how to, like, what they are. Anyway, moving on. So the issue, I have this, look at these images. They're just beautiful, breathtaking.
Oh,
this is from the Herb Crafter Tarot. And this is the 7 of water, or the 7 of cups. You know, it's making choices. Sometimes it's about procrastination. So if it's kind of like, oh, I don't know. And when you procrastinate, you have a tendency to sort of increase the chaos and the stress in your life because you're not getting something done. You're not actually doing anything about it. You're just sort of stewing in the energy of like, oh my God, what do I do? Right?
Right. All right.
It was very tower-like, right?
It is very tower-like. All right. So what is covering Flora's issue?
I got the Fool. And so I think when we think about this, the issue is a lot of stuff has happened. You might not actually be honest and looking at what really is going on. You may be too innocent to actually take some time, ask for some help, get somebody to give you a sense of direction, because it can be overwhelming, especially when you take a step out.
Wow. All right.
I've got. I'm not even gonna try. Okay, because I'll butcher it. It is basically the mother of water in this deck. So that would be the queen. Right.
Queen of Cups.
So in terms of what's covering it, so I have two theories. You're either allowing yourself to sort of idealize the situation and like it'll just all work out, you know what I mean? And I don't mean that in an offensive way, but sometimes that's how, bury your head in the sand kind of attitude. So loving yourself into thinking that everything's going to be okay, like almost like toxic positivity in a way. Or the way to uncover it is by lifting the vibration and coming from a place of love. Depending on what you all get, we will know, or Flora will know what she should do.
Okay, so I have here a solitude, and I don't know, Flora, if maybe you're having too much solitude or you're not having any solitude. It could be one or the other. But it's asking you to take the time to go within and just sort of sort out what it is you really want. And, take that quiet internal listen. That may be helpful. And what does need to be cut out?
I have the Page of Cups. And I think that what needs to be cut out with all of this is, I've had the Tower, I've had the Fool. Those are big cards. What needs to be cut out is this sense of all right. You know what? You need to have a good cry.
Oh,
let it out.
Okay.
This is the card of just emotional release. And if you're trying to hold it in, you're trying to keep those emotions in that cup, just go ahead and let it flow out. Call for some help. Get some help that you can just move out.
Yeah, because you have to move out of uncertainty, Flora. Yeah, you got to know that you've got the hand of the person up there and they're holding on tight. You're going to be okay. But yeah, I agree with what Gerald said. Yeah. Kel?
On the bottom of the deck here, I've got again, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because I will not do it justice. I love the images in this card. So, this is that moment where it's like make or break, right? You can either choose to be to use all of your assets and attributes for good or not. If you choose to get out of your own way, and I mean that from the best place. So you have people, I feel like, that count on you and that come to you and that love you and support you, and they see you as this sort of awesome light, and you're sort of like hiding behind something. So step out and allow them to sort of help you shine your light a little brighter, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm vibing from my cards.
All right. Wow. Well, thank you. Thank you, Flora. I hope that makes sense to you. And I send you lots and lots of love. White Wolf Mother, thank you for coming in, and we appreciate you subscribing and so forth. Thank you very much. And thank you to everybody here. Gerald, I sent you a private chat that I saw. I don't know if you saw it, but somebody wants to get a hold of you. So you'll have to go back and find what you need to find. Okay. You're welcome. So Polly Costello would like a reading.
Allie, read what Flora just wrote. That's beautiful.
You purge your house, dust is settling, not getting out. Oh, yes. Oh, good, Flora. Yes, go out and have some fun. Oh, my God, you got room for it now, don't you see?
Yeah.
You purged your house. You've got room for all the good new things coming in.
A house purging is like a tower strike.
Yeah, and it allows you to like shift the energy in the room and sort of like reinvigorate it or reignite it, if you will. It's beautiful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Some of you are asking for cards. We'll see what we can do, but we usually run about an hour, so we do have about 6 people waiting. But anyway, oh, good, Flora. I'm so glad,
That's
dear.
beautiful. That feels really nice, Flora.
It does. Yeah. And I would have a good cry after all that. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Tears of joy.
Yeah.
Exhaustion.
Yep. All right.
Polly, I got the King of Swords. Is there an overbearing masculine person who's trying to tell you exactly what to do? Perhaps it's a boss or someone who is trying to manage things. That's the issue. It's what's their relationship with this person. They're doing things in not the way that is good for you.
Oh, wow.
I concur.
Oh.
I got kindred partnership. So
okay.
We'll just
yeah. I get resilience. I think you're a very resilient person, but you know what? We can be resilient to a point until we're not able to be resilient anymore. And so perhaps that's what's going on. Okay. Yeah. The next card then? Yep. Not really, she says. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. All right.
Okay. What's covering the issue is the Queen of Swords, which is interesting. So I have the King and the Queen of Swords, which together, when they show up, there is a definite balance between this energy. Swords are thoughts, word, and deeds, actions. And with both of them there, it does suggest a mastery and an understanding of how to do it. So thinking about what's covering the issue is perhaps the wrong person is working with what's going on. Maybe you need to switch these two up.
Okay.
Because the
might be something you have to think about, Polly. You know, it might,
The king is going to be the one to tell you. The queen is going to be the one to show you. So maybe you need to flip them up.
Yep. All right, Kel.
I think and I'm not trying to disagree with Gerald's cards, but I wonder if it's like a you looking at you thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, because of the mirror image in this card. Not saying that my cards are right, just saying. You know, this is, to me, this card talks to me about like mirror work, right? And looking at your reflection, being honest, being real with what you see and what you perceive, right?
Yeah. And it be persistent with it. Perhaps it is asking you to look at both sides of yourself. It doesn't have to be an outside person. It could be parts of you are the king and parts of you are the queen. And so be persistent in what you do. And I love this because this person is writing down on the calendar what needs to be done.
Yeah. Keeping track of the progress.
Yep. So what is needs to be cut out?
I have the Knight of Cups. And I'm wondering if there's 3 court cards. So I have a king, a queen, and a knight. And I'm wondering if, Polly, if you can identify these 3 people and pay attention to what's going on, what needs to be cut out. Maybe it's stop drinking, drink something different. But it's maybe don't lead with the emotions.
Okay.
With the knight.
Okay. All right. Kel?
I actually had 2 cards fall out, so I'm going to show you both, and you can decide if both or one apply. From 2 different decks, and I'll explain that because I literally had picked up one deck and some other cards from the deck next to it came out too. So
Okay.
What can I say? Anyways, well, we've got the eagle spirit and freedom and balance. So what needs to be cut out? So I'm not sure if you're not allowing yourself to be free, or if a situation isn't allowing you yourself to be free, if you feel constricted. And I go back to that reflection, like you're holding yourself to some kind of standard or belief that is not valid for you anymore. And you want to spread your wings and go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't really articulate it better than that, but that's what I'm feeling for that card. And the balance is the same thing, because the freedom will bring the balance, right?
Correct. So I find it interesting that I ended up pulling a card that has a lot to do with what Gerald's cards were. He's got the king, he's got the queen, and he's got the knight, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got the princess.
Oh my gosh.
And so perhaps what it's saying is that the royal you, the royal you, you are be the princess that you are. It could be that the king and queen were your parents. It's very possible. I don't know about the knight. Yeah, the knight might have been a brother or something. I don't know. But just remember, you're the princess. Just remember that you are the princess, and you need to cut out not thinking you aren't. So there you go.
Love it.
Yeah. Thanks, Polly. Thank you.
Yeah,
and it's nice to have you here. I don't remember reading for you before, so thank you for being here. All right, we have Star Midnight. She's on a pause right now. Oh, she feels like she's on a pause. And I don't mean like these paws. No tiny
tiny paws.
No tiny paws.
I wish I had little paw hands.
Little dog paws. Yes. Yes.
Puppy paws.
I literally do have little tiny paws.
Do you?
Or my puppy does. I don't actually have.
Oh, yes. Yes, your puppy does. Definitely.
She's not so little anymore, you guys. She's really growing. I know. That she's only going to be a total of 15 pounds. She's really growing.
Well, my girls are 13 pounds and 14 pounds. And then the little one, April Joy, she's only like 8 pounds. Oh, really? She's a teeny weeny one. Yeah. And she's 2 now.
If Polly is the princess, can I be the knight or the king?
Of course you can. Of course.
The queen? It is Pride Month.
It is.
That's right.
And you have your knights in shining armor behind you, so
Yes. I heard once a night is enough, though.
Please.
Is it?
Amateurs.
Right.
Star Midnight.
Oh, goodness.
Someone done lied to you, Allie.
All right. Are you feeling a little paused? Okay, so Star Midnight. What the issue is you're tired. Because you had to be strong for so long. You've had to stay focused to get what you've needed. And it's holy mackerel. It's like, oh, gosh. One more day of this. Perhaps there's, it basically, it's that.
It's basically that. Well, I hear you. You're in the ghost lands right now, honey. Look at this. It's like I don't think you've ghosted anybody, but I think the issue is that you're just tired, as Gerald says, and time has run out and you're exhausted. And it's a number 8. Look, 17 is a number 8. So you're in that transitory. Is that an 8 too?
8. Yeah. Strength is the 8.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That's crazy. All right. I just want to say that I totally love it when these kinds of things happen. You said time is running out, and I have an hourglass on my card. You guys are talking about, sort of like allowing yourself to, be who you need to be and do all the things that you need to do for yourself. And I've got from Archangel Raphael and cleansing. So, the opportunity to sort of, hit the restart or the rejuvenation button for yourself. It's so important to do this, right?
That's right. That's right. All right. So what is covering this issue?
I have the 4 of rods, and thinking about the strength is there is the 4 of rods is about structure. It's about feeling comfortable in that space, and you've been doing that strength for so long, you know it, so it's comfortable, even though it's painful. Star Midnight, I don't know if that makes any sense.
Well,
So
go ahead, Gil.
There's the patience card with that beautiful hourglass on it. The message on the bottom of the card says, slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. So, you know, it's really all about that rejuvenative sort of restart, you know, allowing yourself the opportunity to get just like quiet. I want to say, just be.
Well, I'm getting the message that you need to get a talisman to help you, a new talisman. And Gerald would say purchase responsibly, but you know, find something that will bring you back to center yourself. I think that would be helpful.
of course I would say purchase responsibly and know your limits, but I also would say make one because it's even more powerful.
That's true. That's true. With feathers and stones from outside. Right. Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Star Midnight. So
all right. What needs to be cut out?
This is the High Priestess. What needs to be cut out is you need to stop thinking that you are not all that. You are all that. Own your power.
All right.
You see that? Look at that.
Yep. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Own your power.
You got Frog stepping into your power. Don't take a backseat in your story. It's time for you to step up, right?
Yep. Get your compass out and make sure that you are, you know, once you've rested up, you'll be ready and your compass will be there for you to go find the new path that you need to go on. But you do have to take a break, and you are taking a break. So that's awesome.
I love that. Yeah. Awesome reading.
Thanks, Star.
Did you tell her what frog meant?
Yeah, frog is stepping into your power.
Power. Okay. Going into
Story Star Midnight. I was so excited that Gerald said that and that our cards were. I was like, what? I apologize.
I want to say congratulations to Craig Dixon. He was in an accident a couple of weeks ago. He was worried about it. He's okay. It wasn't that, but he was worried about, you know, when you're in an accident with somebody else. And everything came out well, and we knew it. We told him it would. And so I'm so happy to hear that. Thanks, Craig. I'm glad to hear that, sweetie. All right. Here's Lisa. I love that heart. That heart is so nice. So we've got Ziggy, Chris, and Annie Bear. And that's all we're going to do today. Just so you guys know, we've got you up next. If you're here, make sure you let us know if you're still here. Ziggy, are you still here? And Chris M. and Annie Bear. All right. So Lisa,
you are, this is the 6 of Swords. This is the card of transition. It's moving from one side of the shore to the next. And this is oftentimes related to travel, but it's also changing the way you think about things.
Yes. Because look, it's an indulgence and it's personal satisfaction. It says treat yourself to the travel. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, I just gotta stop. Just stop.
Stop and then go. Right?
What's difficult about those cards is that when you're doing your reading and the way that we're doing it, it's like, stop what? I don't really know how to explain that. You know what I mean? Without giving it away. Go ahead.
Yep. All right. Next one, Gerald.
Next one what's covering the issue is this is the Wheel of Fortune. And when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, especially for what's covering the issue, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things in play. It's hard to nail things down. The key with this is to stay as centered and grounded as you possibly can so that when things happen, you don't get as discombobulated.
Aha.
So, because if you're on the outside of the wheel, it's going to make you even crazier rather than if you're in the center. So
Awesome.
things are constantly changing.
All right. Kel?
I've got discovery. Speaking of things changing, so this is this deck of cards has like different categories, and this is from intentions. So discovery. Are you paying attention to what you're doing? Are you paying attention to the cycles and the patterns that are in front of you? Right.
Yeah.
If you don't pay attention, you don't know how to like sort of reassess those patterns, right? Or try to change them, if that makes sense.
I'm seeing some kind of a long-term commitment that you're going to be making. And so what's covering whatever it is that you're doing happens to be a commitment, because I got the ring here. I don't know if it's with a person or if it's maybe with a commitment to travel that we talked about earlier. We don't know. All right. So the next thing we want is what needs to be cut out.
I got the Three of Pentacles. When I think about this, it might be time to step away from the plans that you had so that you can come back with refreshed eyes.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
I have another one of these crazy cards. So I've got this is from events, and this is great achievement. You know, so my cards to me are like stop thinking that you can't, because you have all of this. It's already it's there. You sort of have to discover it, right? It feels very much like that to me. So what needs to be cut out is the self-sabotage and the doubt, the negativity that I can't.
Right. There you go. And then I got scissors. And it says to let go. Let go. Let go and let it come in. Let go and let it come in. There you go. Yep. Oh my goodness.
I love it. That's beautiful.
Funny that the scissors came in on the scissors.
Right.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah. It could have been anything. That's right. Thank you, dear. All right, we got Ziggy B.
Ziggy.
I would like the unknown general read. All right. We're glad you're here. Let's do it. Every time I say let's do it, it reminds me of that Funky Cold Medina.
Yeah. Me too. I recently started following these two gentlemen. They're called the Griffin Brothers on Instagram. They sort of, during the pandemic, have brought back shuffle dance, I think it's called. It's roller skating, right? They're two brothers, and they go all over the place and roller skate, and they're really sort of trying to promote, like getting out and getting active. And I'm loving it because, of course, roller skating is all about, like the 80s music. I'm living my teenage years listening to the clips. They're beautiful.
So for the issue, I got the High Priestess. And I'm wondering if the issue is that you're not giving yourself permission to connect to your instinct.
Oh, okay.
And I say that because she doesn't quite look happy. She's looking at this flower, and she looks contented. So perhaps you're not allowing yourself to connect to your intuition.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But if you do, help is on the way. How about that?
Ooh, nice.
That's the issue. Yeah, you've got help coming. There you go.
Okay, so I've got the Panther again, and this is protection. And the message on this card says, consider who you allow to take your energy and who you give it away to freely. Right? Such an important part of keeping yourself balanced and aligned all the time.
Sure.
Also really hard to do.
True.
On a regular basis, right? So no shade that card came out for you.
Okay.
So
next one.
Paper is what's covering the issue. I got the Emperor. Ooh. I mean, you've had to keep a straight face. You've had to be reasonable. You've had to make sure that everything you say is grounded in something instead of just instinct. So
Mhm.
that's not being balanced, because the high priestess and then the emperor, they're a balance is helpful, Ziggy B.
So trust it. Make sure you trust it.
Ooh,
There
nice.
you go. Yeah. Thank you, Marby. Thank you, dear.
Thanks, Barbie. I got a key. And
Oh,
this message says, new beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. And so that implies that maybe there's something that you're holding on to, some sort of a burden or some sort of a trigger or something from the past that may be sort of inhibiting or sort of stalling your process or your progress, I want to say.
okay. So what needs to be cut out?
What needs to be cut out is the Chariot. You are moving really, really fast. So I think this is very much the cut out trying to do so much, Ziggy B.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Slow down a little bit.
Slow down. Patience. Okay. Oh my God, look at this. We got another one. Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Have patience. Slow down. That's your freedom.
Yeah.
Go.
Beautiful.
Wow. Wee. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So we have Chris M. She wants the Dwayne Johnson paper scissor reading.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind me a Dwayne Johnson reading either, but that's for a whole other show. Sorry.
Yes, this is a PG version.
And Ziggy B said, thank you. What you guys said is on point. I understand. Oh, good, Ziggy.
Blessings.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
We don't always know because sometimes it seems so weird. Like, how could this all fit together? But when you guys know that it fits, you guys know that it fits. Cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Because Spirit is handling the situation for us. That's what's happening.
That's it. That's it. All right. So let's see what we got here.
The issue. I'm going to be bold and say, is it religious expectations or is it the rules that are going on, the rules and the structures that you're having to follow?
Yeah. Wow. Because you're feeling like you're boiling in a cauldron. Look at that. Yeah, things are boiling up that might be causing you some consternation. How about that?
I wasn't ready. Sorry, I know we're like pressed for time, and I'm like, go. I was reading Lisa's comment there.
Oh yes, Lisa. She'd end up writing a paragraph. Her approach to anxiety via exercise. I'm now focusing on what's necessary. Don't forget to be joyful. Oh, that's great, Lisa. Thanks for the feedback.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it helped you, dear. Yeah.
I have taking risks.
Oh.
So, you know, allowing yourself to just sort of spread your wings.
And not worry about it. Yeah. What's the next one, Gerald?
So what is covering the issue is the Page of Swords.
Ah.
Sometimes the Page of Swords might purposefully go against the rules and regulations. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you pause long enough to understand what it is actually that you're trying to do.
Mm.
I hope that makes some sense, Chris M. But
well, I'm getting the love potion here. You don't want people to see perhaps your concern over spirituality, perhaps versus religion, because that's what the Hierophant was talking about in Gerald's. But love yourself. Be true to whatever it is you believe in, and don't worry what other people believe in. It's not their business what you believe in. There you go.
I got enlightenment.
Oh.
There you go.
Yes. Wow.
There's not much
All
else
right.
about that.
What needs to be cut out, Gerald?
4 of Swords. If you've been waiting time for this to happen. It's now time to get up and do it.
Yes.
So
Yes,
you've been
yes,
waiting long
yes.
enough.
Oh, and she's resonating. Yep. Yep.
Excellent.
I got
Oh,
the frog spirit
renewal.
and renewal.
Okay. Okay. Wow. I'm getting explorer. So in other words, if you want to cut out being the explorer, you know, maybe you did your exploring on what was going on and what you thought you were interested in. You don't have to always be the explorer. And I'll give you an example because everybody tells me this. I'm a Buddhist, but a Buddhist is a philosophy. And a Christian can be a Buddhist, and a Catholic can be, well, Catholic is Christian. A Jew can be a Buddhist. Anybody can be a Buddhist if they want to be, because it's not a religion. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, spot on. All right. Good, Chris. I'm glad, dear. Yes. All right. We got one more, Miss Annie Bear. We're going to read you. Thank you for your question.
And Annie Bayer asked if we had inner child cards. I do not have them around me today.
Oh,
I got all
don't
kinds
have
of
one.
cards.
No, I'm sorry.
Would you like me to pull from those kinds of cards?
Yeah,
It was just
I guess
something that I saw earlier. So she
Yeah.
said, because she asked earlier today.
Oh, she did? Yeah.
Yeah, she asked if I had them and I didn't get them out.
Okay.
All right.
Here with
There.
You have them, Cal, somewhere?
I
Okay.
sort of do. I have these empath empowerment cards I'm thinking of, and I also have the Soul Helper Oracle. So I'll just get these decks out. That's okay.
Okay.
They speak to me like that. Oh, and then this one here.
I've got so many, I don't know what I got. That.
Yeah.
That's kind of
the issue. This is the second or third time the fool has shown up.
Yeah.
So the issue is the fear of being foolish, or fear of being perceived as being foolish.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And don't you have a channel, Annie Bear? You don't want to be foolish to the world. You want to make sure that whatever it is you're projecting out is okay. And you don't have to worry about that because the crown is on your head. You've got it. You've got the knowledge. You are there, girl. Wow.
I've got release your creative energies. And the message just says make use of them in your life. So allowing yourself to be seen is what I to be recognized almost in a way.
Wow. Okay.
But bravely, I am honest. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Good for you.
All right.
What is covering her issue?
It's the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords has shown up multiple times today. I am mixing the deck, I swear. And what's covering the issue is I think it's that not knowing that if what you're going to do is right or going to work.
Yeah.
And that relates to the Fool. Just try it. I mean, give yourself credit for being smarter than, you're smarter than you think you are.
That's right. That's right.
And I would say, and I would say, you need to, if this is paper,
Yeah.
you need to be writing more.
Yes, because she is a writer as well. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Just plug on through any storm that comes. Don't let that cover you, because look at the gem is there. The gemstone is there waiting on you. So just get through the storm, if there is one.
Okay. I'm going to try and be serious. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, come on now.
No, I no, because like
It's the first time for everything, isn't there, Kat?
I know. So this bird, can you see what that says? It is a dick chisel or something like that.
That's dick chisel?
That's what it says. Look.
Okay.
So if everyone will be looking it up in their bird watching books.
Warble. It says warble.
So you would have warble. Okay. And the message on the top of this card says, "Am I singing my song?" So are you being true to yourself? Are you being true to who you want to be, who you see yourself as? Are you hiding behind something, like that kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
So literally, what's covering it up? Are you being true to yourself?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, she's a birder as well. Oh my
Well, there
God.
you go. How funny is
Wow.
that?
All right. And what needs to be cut out, Gerald?
This is the Three of Cups. What needs to be cut out is the isolation that you feel like you're alone. This is the card of being around like-minded people with shared ideas who support and celebrate each other.
That's right.
So there you go.
Because you have been the finder of lost things. You have found your tribe. Look at that. Ooh-wee. Kel?
Oh, wow. Release fear. The message on this card says, stop inventing scary stories about the future for yourself. Stay in the now and affirm your strengths.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Dang.
Well, this was lots of fun, wasn't it?
It was so much
Yeah.
fun.
That was
So
great.
much fun. It was. Thank you, everybody, for being adventurous and signing up for readings of the unknown here, so to speak. And I think we probably will make this a semi-something fun reading at some point, maybe on Gerald's or maybe on Kel's channel as well. So thank you so much to my wonderful readers. Thank you to Sharon Sipe and other moderators here today, and all you wonderful people in the chat. Thank you so much. All right. Have a good night.
You.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.